using the recorder in Mimio. So first you might be wondering, why would I even want to do this? Well, one great tool as a teacher we can do is if you plan to be gone. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment. So if you plan in advance, you can go ahead and do your whole lesson using Mimio, using your computer, your tools, and record it. Then when you are gone, your substitute can simply open up the video file and play it as if you were there teaching the lesson all along. The second reason we might want to use Mimio Recorder is if you have a student absent. Maybe that day you're working on a new math concept and it's a difficult one, and you're doing lots of work on the board, showing the steps, having lots of discussion with your class, and that student that's homesick, they're missing out on all of that, so it's going to be a struggle for them to grasp the new concept and catch up. If you went ahead and recorded this lesson, you could send it home with the students' work that day and they could watch it at home, or when they got back the next day they could watch it at school and see exactly everything they missed out on. The third reason we might want to use Mimio Recorder is for a reference tool. First off, for a reference tool with us as the teacher. Maybe you're going to want to use the same lesson again next year, or just to refer back to again if you're kind of retracing your steps, doing a review of that concept. Or a reference for the students. Maybe you have a website, you could post it out there. When your kids are at home that night working on that hard math concept, they would also be able to access the video and replay everything that you had done that day in class. So using the recorder. The great thing about the Mimio Recorder is it allows you to record everything you're doing on your screen. It doesn't just have to be in your Mimio software. It can be out on the internet. It can be in a Word document, a PDF. So this is great. Anything you're teaching, anything you're displaying on your screen, Mimio can record that for you for a later use. So how do we get to the recorder? Pretty simple. In your toolbar, you're going to look for your paintbrush and pencil icon. You'll hold your mouse down on that. It's going to bring up a little menu for you. You'll click on recorder and then your recorder window appears. The nice thing is that you can record and you don't have to have sound. If you maybe just want to work out a problem on the board, and then you'll play that and you'll talk through the steps with your students when you're there. And it can use an internal or external mic. So an internal mic, that's one that's already in your computer. The great thing is all of our laptops have those, so it makes it pretty simple and easy to record a lesson. So one thing I just wanted to make note of here is that it does look a little bit different on our Mac and our PC side for what your recorder window looks like. The main difference is though is with the PC we just have our File, Tools, and Help toolbar there at the top. Otherwise they look the same, they work the same. So we've gotten to our recorder, press the red record button and you're ready to begin. Your cursor will then blink, so that's kind of how you know, okay, I'm in record mode, I'm ready to go. So it really is that simple, but there's a few more things we can go into detail with here. So step one, accessing our recorder, we went over that. You're looking in your toolbar for your pencil and paintbrush. You're going to go down and find recorder, and then your window is going to pop up for recording. You can go ahead and just press record like we talked about, or if you notice that arrow beside the record button, we have three options. Record desktop. That's going to record everything. So whether you're in your Mimio Studio notebook, you're going out to the internet, you're pulling up a Word document, it's going to show everything and record everything that's on your desktop. Record window, that will record exactly whatever you're in at the time. And record area allows you to choose what exactly you want to be recording. So once we've pressed our red record button, we know it's going because it's going to put up a little camera icon in our taskbar. And that's how we know the recording has began. If you want to pause or stop your recording, you will click that little camera icon in your taskbar and it will then pause the recording for you. So here we see we've stopped the recording, like I said, with our taskbar there for PC users. Apple users, same thing, it's just going to be in your top toolbar, and so we just click the camera, it'll pause it for us. So once we've stopped the recording, we have a few options. First off, we can just press record again. It's going to resume exactly where you left off. So maybe you needed to take a little break, or maybe you're recording in class and your students got a little bit off topic. You can simply pause it, press record again, picks up where you left off. If you press stop, it's going to end the recording. You can't go back in and continue on where you left off. And your third option there is pressing play, and that allows you to preview the recording. So you can look and see, is everything recording, and can you hear my voice? Is it getting the screen and everything I want? So just a preview of what you've recorded. Then for us PC users, if you're done with your recording, we want to make sure we save it. So we're going to go to File, Save, and it's going to save it as an AVI file, which is just a video file. It should be playable on any computer. You just want to make sure that you rename the file and that you pay attention to where you save it. For you Mac users out there, you're probably just going to want to click on your red circle to close down the Mimio Studio Recorder. Then it's going to ask you, okay, do you sure you want to do this? Do you want to save it? So you'll say, yes, I want to save it, and go through the same steps. So I hope now you can see how using the recording in Mimio can be an advantage to you. If you ever want to access this video again, you can go to my website, which is sfullerbusinessclassroom.blogspot.com.